Okay, so what we'll have today? Let me share screen. Yeah, podcasts. Okay, so just to confirm that, do you hear me well or not? Because I'm not sure from the mic that I have now. Is my voice breakable or it's good? Do you hear me okay way? Okay, perfect. Now, what we will have today? Today we will start with
Yes, can we do this?
SQL commands. Thank you very much. Yes, we start with SQL commands. Basically, for all database environments, I mean the relation database like MySQL, PostgreSQL, SQL Server, Oracle, MariaDB, or other kinds, they use a language. It's called SQL, Structured Query Language. The structured query language, I would say that um, it's easy to learn if you have a good understanding the way that the computer translate the command or execute the command, because there are steps of execution of the command. So it's easy to learn, easy to execute, easy to implement if you have a good understanding. So we'll spend most of the next weeks, okay, trying to understand and having a lot of exercises, examples of SQL language. Now, this SQL language, it is basically, let me just do something. Yeah, here. It's basically composed from four main groups of commands. The first one, it's called DDL. I'll explain the DDL one by one. And then the second one, it's called DML. The third one, it's called TCL. And the last one is called DQL. So we have four types or four groups of commands. DDL, it means data definition language. While DML, it's called data manipulation language. TCL is transaction control language. And the last one is called data query language. So this is the definition for each one of these. This is, let me, where is it? This is the first group. This is the second group. third one, and last one. In each group, in each one of these, we have commands. So I will start with DDL. There are 5 main commands in DDL. The first one is create command. The second one is rename command. Third one, alter. Sorry, not command. Alter command. Number 4, truncate. And the last one is drop. So we will learn most of these commands in this course. So basically DDL, it contains only 5 commands: create, rename, alter, truncate, drop. These are the only commands for the data definition language group, or this group. For DML, we have 4 commands. It's the first one, insert. Second one, update. Third one, delete. And the last one, merge. Let me just change the color. Yeah. For the TCL command, we have TCL group, sorry. We have 3 commands. The first one is commit. Second one is rollback. And the last one, or the third one, is save point. For the DQL command, it contains only one command. Which is select command. In this course, we will spend most of our time with this one. So again, for the SQL language, it can be broken down to 4 groups: DDL, DML, TCL, and DQL. For DDL, we have create, rename, alter, truncate, drop commands. For DML, we have insert, update, delete, and merge. For the TCL, we have commit, rollback, and save point. And the last the group, DQL, which contains the select command only. Is it clear to now? Okay. Now, in this course, we will cover most of these commands, not all of them. Yes, Ashley.
Tell me what the second one is under TCL. Is it
rollback?
rollback?
Rollback, yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Most welcome. Let me write it again. Just a second. It is rollback. ROLLBACK. And here someone asked about the truncates. Let me erase it, write it again. TRUNCATE. Yeah. Now, whenever you want to create any entity in the database, okay, because we say that for the database we have tables entities, views entities, start procedure entities, triggers, and events, and others. So whenever we want to create any entity, any one of these types, okay, we have to use the command create. Whenever you want to drop any one of these, such as a table or a view or sub procedure or trigger, you have to use the command drop. So I would say that the create and drop commands, these two commands are used for all kind of entities in any database. So if you want to create a table, you have to use the command create. If you want to use a procedure, you have to use the command create. If you want to create a view, you have to use the command create. If you want to drop any one of these, you have to use the command drop. Then what about the rest? No, the rest, such as rename, alter, truncate, they depend on the entity itself. But let me, yeah, I have SQL here. Highlight these two. These two commands are used for all kinds of entities. Now, what we will do? We will assume that we want to create, we will assume that we want to create a table. Okay, that table contains two columns only. The first one is the ID, and the second one is, I would say that, name. So ID and name. Now, could you help me a little bit and decide which type of data type that we could use with the ID? It could be integer. Could, for example, could I use a varchar?
All afternoon. Char, CHAR.
Or character? Is it possible for the ID? Do you think it is possible
Yeah, I think possible.
for the ID?
Yeah.
Like what?
Like our Hamburg ID, it begins with the letter N and then a number.
It could be. Beside to that, beside your ID, because by the way, your Humber ID it's a little bit different. I will explain to you why it's different, but yeah, we could say that.
7
Okay.
p.m. Keisha is standing near the because it could have a fixed number. Just standing there.
So could I use, for example, just an example, short number? What do you think?
I just think because data can expand, right? So if we give a fixed amount, it may not be appropriate.
Mm. Okay. So we have currently, based on this condition, based on the situation, if we say that we have 30,000 employee or record, we have 30,000 record. So which one you prefer? You prefer integer or short?
I would go with integer.
You say integer, Fatima. Or why it's integer?
Because it's 30,000, right? So it can keep expanding this number so it can accommodate the IDs records.
Okay. What's the max range of integer?
It's actually a float.
Sorry? Sorry?
It's not an integer.
It's not an integer. It's not integer. So
No, it's
you
float.
prefer short?
Yes,
Why?
because
Let's go
money has
correct short.
cents and because money has cents at the same time. So it could be 30,000 with 95 cents.
No, it's not a money. It's an ID. We have 30,000
Okay.
records.
Somebody mentioned it was 30 grand. So
No, it's an ID.
what's the database for?
Yeah. For this database, we have two columns. Okay, for this table, we have ID column and name column. So for the, let me write here. It could be integer
I
or
think
short.
short because it can accommodate the 30,000, while integer can accommodate more than 30,000, but in the expense of the memory, or yeah, in expense of.
Yeah, exactly, correct. Because we could use integer. It is possible, and we could use short or medium int, or I would say yeah, medium int, mid int. So and also we could use integer, but the best one, the optimum one, is the short because we have 30,000. The range of medium int or short, okay, is from 1 to 65K, while the integer from 1 to I think 3 million or 9 million. I'm not sure. It's in millions. So for the integer, it is possible to use integer, but it's not the best one because we will consume more storage more than we need. So we preserve more spaces, okay, unused spaces in the memory. So it's better to use short or medium int. They're the same, by the way. Okay. So here, if we say that we have short here, I would say for the integer, it is short. Yes, there's someone here.
Yeah, I
Just
was just wondering, isn't like in this case, isn't this like expandable memory? It doesn't really matter if it's short or medium, because in the case like let's say the database can be the ID, you can add more and more of the records,
yeah,
and
yeah,
if you put short and then it just hits that the cap, then that means you'll have to go. It's not going to work, right? So. Isn't it better just to put like
integer.
the longest version possible,
Yeah,
unless there's a specific
I-
constraint that says that it cannot be more than I don't know.
yeah, it's a good question, by the way. It's a good point. It depends on the design. If you say that we would have only 30,000, this is the max number that we need, that we have. Okay. So it's better to go with short or medium ends. If you say no, maybe I will have 250,000 records. So it's better to go with the integer. So what shall I do? If we have a dimension table, a dim table, usually the dimension table, it contains unique values, okay? And for example, here with this course, this program, currently in this semester, we have, for example, 3,000 students, new students. So we could use the integer, but it's more than our need. So it's better to use the medium int. Let us say that after a while we said it is short or it's medium int, and Now we need to expand from 65,000 records, okay, to be 150,000 records. In this way, we have to modify the table itself and modify this column, modify the data type of this column, and change it from medium int to be an integer. So that's mean your design, you could modify it or update it later. Is it okay to you? Do you get the idea, Georgina?
Yes, thank you.
Okay. Now, if we say that it is short now, or a medium int, which other characteristics that I could have, I need to set here beside the data type? Is it a primary key? Is it?
Yeah, it's the primary key and it's unique.
Yes.
Yeah, it's primary key. Okay, is it unique?
Yeah, it's unique.
Yep.
Does it accept null?
It cannot be null. Null.
No, not now.
Not null. Could they say that it accepts auto increments?
Yes.
Good. So if you set the data type as medium int or integer, okay, and they say you said it's a primary key, because you said it's a primary key, it also, the system said it is unique and not null by itself automatically. So there, when you say that it is a primary key, there is no need to mention these two. By default, primary key is a unique and not null. The auto increment, it is another constraint that says the system will add the value by itself one by one. So whenever you have a new record, it will add a new value. So if we have 1, 2, 3 records, and we will insert another record, so the system will do the auto increment by itself and insert 4. And we have another record, the system will do 5, 6, 7 till the end. Now, because it's medium int primary key auto increments, it also has the characteristic that we cannot modify the value because it's a primary key. The value of the primary cannot be updated. So I cannot change the ID from 4, maybe after 3 months, okay, it's 4, let it make it 100. No, it's not acceptable. The system, you will have a SQL error. The system will reject the execution of this command, say that you cannot modify or change the primary key. So one of the characteristics of the primary key, it cannot be changed or updated. Is it clear to you? Okay. So let me re-sketch it again here. Our ID, it is medium int, primary key, or say auto increment. Okay, what about the name? Which data type you prefer?
Var character.
Var character. Yeah, var character. What other characteristics or constraints that I have to mention here?
give a length?
No, because it's var character.
Okay.
Not null.
Not
Not null.
null. Not null.
Yeah.
Not none.
Yep.
What about
It's not
unique?
unique. Not
Could
unique. Not unique.
Yeah, not unique. Correct.
Many
Because
people
maybe
would have the same name.
the same name. Different students or different employees have the same name. Okay. What if I have here the phone? It is character, as we mentioned last time, and it should be unique. Am I right or not?
Yes.
And also not null. Could I say, is it possible? Is it possible? Just a question. That we will. No, not this one. Let me wait. Yeah. Could I delete this one? Okay. And make the phone as a primary key?
No.
If someone needed to leave this ship without anyone knowing,
No?
Carlos
Yes.
needed the
No.
money.
Why?
And Pascal
No.
said yes. So
Although the phone number is unique, there is a possibility of changing of the number.
my
And
hands in her
Exactly.
phone. He
Exactly.
places
Because
it by the
maybe it will
railing,
change the number.
preps the screen
Yeah.
for a food.
Yeah.
And three
So even it's unique, so maybe I will change my phone number. I will have another phone number. So we don't prefer for, I would say, from content perspective, it works. But logical perspective, it's no, or design perspective, it's no. So we don't prefer to use the phone as a primary key. And it's also, it's not auto increments. So we keep using the ID. Here, I would say sin. It is unique and not null. And I can't change my phone number, my SIN number. So I would say it is character also. Do you think it is possible to use the SIN number?
It is possible, but not advisable. Because
Why?
SIN number, SIN number is a unique number, but there is a time when you do away with a specific SIN number. For instance, when you are not a permanent resident, your number starts with 9. That's when you're unique. But once you become a permanent resident, it starts with 155, something like that, right? So because of that tendency to change, I don't think it's advisable to use a SIN number.
It's a small part.
It's one of the answers. Correct 100%. What else? Yes, Ashley.
No.
There's also privacy
Privacy.
restrictions on that.
Yes. Yeah, privacy. The most important part is the privacy. We can't share our SIN number. So technically it works. But do we advise to do that? No. Sometimes we change from 9 to 5. So we don't prefer to use the SIN number as a unique, as a primary key. Also, for the privacy, we don't prefer to use the phone number, the SIN number as a primary key. What about email? Yeah, it's var character, or let us say unique. I would say it's not null, same ID, same thing. What do you think? So here's a varchar, unique, and not null. So what do you think? Could I use it?
I don't think so.
Possible,
Yeah.
but not recommended.
Because people can have multiple email address, right?
We could have multiple email address, and maybe we'll change our email address. So we could change our. Currently, I have my personal email address, and after a while, I decide to change the new email address. So you don't prefer to use it. Again, technically, for the command perspective, it works. But from logical or design perspective, no, we don't prefer to use it. Not the best one. So among all of these, people still that say that ID is the best one. It's a numeric, auto increment, not null, and unique. What about, I would say, student ID? N164, blah, 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 these numbers. Do you prefer to have it as a primary key?
Yes.
Yes. We can. So which one prefer? You prefer the student ID or the ID, this one?
Student ID,
Student ID?
I
Why?
think.
Yeah, by the way, it works. Both of them works. But why?
I think regular ID is just more efficient because it's just numbers, no characters there, so it's faster
Yeah, it's faster.
to process, like to work with it, process it.
Yeah, because exactly. So again, both of them works, but dealing with ID, because it's only numbers, it's faster, and it's gonna be, I could build the index based on the ID. So it's just record just the numeric values. Doesn't mean anything, just a record value. So we could use the student ID. We could use, okay, but it's not the best one. So when we create a new when you insert a new record for any students, we have an ID column, email, first name, last name, phone number, email address, addresses, blah blah blah, others, and also one of the columns is the student ID. Student ID, it should be unique, not null, but we don't prefer to set it as a primary key. Could I use it as primary key? I could, but I don't prefer. We don't prefer to do that. So whenever you design any table in any database, it's better, for the best practice, to add the first column as an ID. This ID, the characteristics of this ID should be medium int, integer, long. It should be numeric values, okay, and the primary key, and also auto increments. So you'll not insert any record by any value by yourself, because it's auto increment, and you cannot change the record by yourself. So for example, maybe after a while that, okay, I want to delete this one, this record. We cannot insert another record after 3 months with an ID 4 here. No, it's not possible. The system will continue adding 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 11, 13, 14. So we are not able to add the value by ourselves or change it, because it's auto increment here, this feature, this characteristic. Is that clear? You have any question, any concern, any inquiry? Good. Now, what we will do now, I will make two or three links visible to you. I need you to install MySQL in your computer. I will make the links visible to you. Download and install MySQL on your computer, and then download and install another tool. It's called dbeaver. So you have to install MySQL, and you need to install dbeaver in your computer. Download and install. Now, for the installation for MySQL, there is a step during the installation. It will ask you for the root password. Try to write a password that you will remember it. Write it in a sticky note and piece of paper, and not in a mobile. Just try to remember the password, because we will need it when we will connect this tool with MySQL. So again, you have to download MySQL, then install MySQL, then download dbeaver, the community version. The free one. Do not download the enterprise one, just the community version, it's free. And then try install dbeaver in your computer. So I'll make these links visible to you, so you could install it now, and we will meet again after 45 minutes. So I will help you how to connect dbeaver with MySQL. So we need to do some steps to connect my dbeaver with MySQL. I need to be sure that all of you have the connection. Yes, Fatima.
Yes, Professor, regarding the MySQL installation, so it has a client server version. Do you prefer, do
Workbench?
you have any? Yes, for the MySQL.
If you want to use Workbench, it's up to you.
Okay, so we can even go to customs and select which tools we want.
Yeah, no, from my side, I don't have any preferences. It's up to you.
Okay.
If you want to
Okay.
use Workbench, use Workbench. If you want to use
Workbench.
dbeaver, any one of them.
dbeaver.
Any one of
Okay,
them.
great. Okay, thank you.
Okay, so I will make the links visible to you now. Just give me a minute. Let me just a second. Where are the links? Let me stop sharing here. Just a second. Just a second. Where is that? Oh, yeah, it's here. No. Where's the link?
It's in week 1, right, Professor?
No, yeah. No, just give me a second, because I have an issue. It is in week 1, because I want to show you another one. I have another one. Just a second. Okay. Let us stick with the folder in week 1. We could use this one also. So in week 1, let me show the screen. Yeah, this is the screen. Yeah, we have in week 1, we have MySQL folder. Yes, Georgina.
No, sorry, I was just wondering, is it okay to use just the SQL Server for Microsoft, or do I have to actually install Oracle?
No, not Oracle. MySQL. It's not Oracle.
Yeah, so I have, it depends of the license, I guess. Like,
No, it's
I
free.
already have installed SQL in my computer, but I was just wondering, do you need me to use for my SQL?
For this course, it's built on MySQL, because you could use the SQL Server, but there are some commands that are different in SQL Server other than in MySQL. So I can give you just an example. If you want to limit the number of records in SQL Server, it's select top, for example, 10 * from table 1. And while it's in MySQL, it's select * from table 1, limit 10. So there are some differences.
It's not the same language?
Yeah, it's the same, but there are some little bit tweaks, so to say, twists. So that's why we use the MySQL in this course. Okay. So yeah, we have these links: MySQL link, installation link, MySQL installation, dbeaver, and if you are a Mac user, you have to follow the steps of the last video. Now, I need you to download. This is MySQL link here. Go to MySQL and select your operating system. If it's Windows or Mac, it depends on yours. It works on both types, okay? And just download it and then try to install it by yourself. Follow the steps here. You have here the video, how to install. What's going on, everybody? How to install MySQL for Windows users here, this link. And if you are a Mac user, you could follow this link. No, this is not. This is the download link. Sorry, this is the download link for the Mac user. Okay, so we could download it from here. And for the dbeaver, this is the dbeaver tool. If you are a Windows user or Mac users, okay, Mac user, try to go with the community version, this one, the one on the left side. Do not go with the Pro, the Enterprise. The community is a free one. Download and install the version that you have. If you are a Windows user, you could use the installer, this one, the first one. If you are a Mac user, it depends on the CPU type. Is it M type, M1, M2, M3, M4? So you have to select the Mac OS for Apple Silicon, the first option. While if your computer is based on Intel CPU, so you have to select the second one, the second option here. Now, is it clear how to follow the steps and how to download and install MySQL?
It's not clear for me, Professor, because I'm using the Mac. And
Yeah.
is there any video or anything, any instruction?
For the Mac, just download, double click. It's to do the installation. It's like a regular installation.
But there's a lots of option, right? If you click the Mac one, see,
Yeah.
there's a.
Could you show your Mac? Is it M type or Intel type?
This I don't know.
Okay, could you share your screen?
Yeah, sure. Can you see my screen? Okay.
Not yet.
Okay, screen one. Okay. Okay, here you go. Can you
Go
see?
to the left on the Apple icon.
Yeah.
Up, on the top left corner, there's an Apple icon.
Apple. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Click
About-
about this Mac.
Mhm.
It is M. Yeah.
Oh, M2. Okay, that's me.
M2. Your computer is M2.
Okay, so
Okay.
which one I'm selecting here then?
It depends on your version. Which version that you have?
64-bit.
Yeah, it's 64. You could use
This
the
TAL. You know what is TAL?
no, not the tier. It could the first one. It's good. It works.
First one?
Yeah, the first one.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah,
Thank
could
you.
download this one. No need for use the tower version. Do not go with the sign up. There's no thanks. Just download. Yes.
No thanks.
Yeah, just download.
Perfect.
It will download the file and double click the file. It's a regular Mac installation. Drag and drop.
Okay, perfect. Okay,
Okay.
thank you.
Just remember to say the password to save it. Okay.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah. And anyone else have any question? Could you stop sharing? Yeah, thank you. Yes, Ajay.
Hi, Professor. So actually, I downloaded it last week, but when I start the DB work, I'll just share my screen. I don't get the option to, connect it to any.
Yeah. I will help you to do that. Just need to be sure
Okay.
that all of you will install MySQL and dbeaver. There are a few steps to follow how to connect dbeaver with MySQL.
Should I stop sharing then?
Yeah, please. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes. Who else have a question? All good? Okay. Then we will meet at 7:30. A great time to download and install both these tools. No, 7. Do you want 7:30 or 7:15? Which one I prefer? Which time do you prefer? You want 30 minutes or 45 minutes?
I think 30 minutes is good enough.
7:15?
Yeah.
Okay, then we'll meet again 7:15.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay. Thank you. So let me stop recording.